Greetings, headbangers. It's Kenny with the Gauntlet, and we're going to be talking to Angelika Valkyrie soon from band name is Flames of Fury. I apologize for that, folks. She'll be on in about a minute or so. Stand by. Okay, headbangers, we've got a guest on the phone tonight, Angelika Valkyrie from Flames of Fury. And
yes, that's me. How you doing, everybody?
did you did I pronounce Valkyrie right?
Yes, that's correct. Angelika Valkyrie. My name is Angelika Vargas, but I had to go by Valkyrie as well because I think they're really badass, and I really love Nordic culture. So yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was thinking of the I don't know who wrote the song, but Ride of the Valkyries. It's a
Oh,
class.
that's Wagner. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's Wagner, man.
That's Wagner. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I took my pronunciation from that. But Vargas. What nationality is what is your lineage?
Sure. Well, whenever anybody asks where I'm from, I always say I'm a very proud born and raised American, first and foremost. But I am indeed Hispanic. My mother's side of the family is Puerto Rico, and my father's side of the family is from the Dominican Republic. I'm third generation, so I'm pretty American, but I'm very, very proud of my heritage as well. So, yeah. Soy Latina.
Oh, cool. I was gonna say, are you Italian? But Vargas, and then sort of sounded like maybe you had some Nordic in there too. You're a very good singer. I listened to your. All, we're talking about the EP re-release tonight, I think.
Very cool. Yes, yes. We did do a re-release for EP. We actually had a lyric video done for one of my favorite songs on the EP. It's called I Burn. And it's a big fan favorite. And,
oh, I love that song. I love it.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do, Ken. So yeah, like a lot of fans and friends have been telling me for a long time how much they really love the song. And about, I want to say 2 years ago, we did our music video for No Mercy, and that's definite, headbanging song. We did a brief lyric video for Take It to the Limit, but it's just very basic, shows the lyrics, and it's also a kick-ass song. But we didn't really do anything with the mid-tempo song, and even though I Burn's not really a ballad for us because we're very speed metal influenced, it's kind of like a ballad for us. So I really want to do something for that, but really keep the meaning of the song. So yeah, I definitely like to invite your viewers to check us out. Check the lyric video. You get a chance of I Burn on a YouTube channel, and hope they like it.
Yeah, I listened. I put the EP on and just listened to it all day long. And those No Mercy and I Burn were the two that stuck out. I have them written down right here. But the whole record is good, and I like the style of singing that you do. It's it's not like female corpse grinder. And it's not like Tarja, operatic.
No, I'm not really much of a. I mean, I could sing opera music, and I am a trained classical singer. But there's a lot of singers that are into symphonic metal, especially women that are into that stuff, and that's cool. If you like it, absolutely do what you got to do. But in my heart, I'm really just more of a straightforward metalhead. And that's kind of the sound I go for.
Cool. Okay, where are you calling me from tonight?
I am calling you from the land of Queens. That is Queens, New York. So I guess it does seem fitting that a crazy heavy metal female singer comes from the land of Queens. But yeah, I'm a New Yorker born and raised.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
You don't have much of a New Yorker accent, huh? Maybe
You know, I hear that a lot, even from other people from like my hometown and stuff. They're like, "You're from Queens, like you sound like you're from the Midwest or something." I'm like, "Really? Have you met anybody from the Midwest? I don't think I sound like anybody from the Midwest." But yeah, there's a few like the little things here and there, like if I go out in the morning, have a cup of coffee, you hear little stuff. I guess normal person says coffee, I'll say coffee. I don't know. I always say you guys when I'm in front of a group of people, even if there are girls in the group. Little things like that, I guess.
Yeah, I use guys as a unisex term as well. And I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, so.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
I would like to live though in New York for a while.
Well,
it's quite.
If you ever stop by New York, first of all, make sure you say hi to me. Because, I'm awesome. But definitely say hi. And I will tell you about a lot of the metal spots within, like, New York City, especially the underground ones. Because those are the ones really worth going to. If you're a tried and true metalhead, you want to go to the spots that metalheads hang out at. One really popular place is Dust. That's in Brooklyn, New York. I know Doral did an autograph signing there a while back. I know this because I opened for her that night, and everybody went over there, and I got to hang out with her very briefly there. And it's a really cool spot. They have like pictures, like quite literally all over the walls, and all this autograph, memorabilia stuff. Jimmy, he's the owner. He's a really awesome dude. So I always tell people, if you're a metalhead and you're in New York City, you have to go to Dust.
What is it called? What's the place called? I'm sorry, could you say it just
Dust,
a little bit?
Duffs.
Dust, okay.
Yeah, like you watch The Simpsons. Like you think of Duff beer. Dust.
Yeah. I actually did an article on death metal bands inspired by The Simpsons.
I'm sure there are quite a few people that are inspired by The Simpsons.
Yeah, there's.
It's a great show. I don't know if it makes for good power metal lyrics, but it's an awesome show. Sure.
There's the Oakley Dokleys. There's the and they're all dressed like Ned Flanders, and they're all kind of in that same vein.
That's hilarious.
It is. It's strange. It's funny. Okay, so tell me.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool spots. We just did a show last Saturday at this place called Blackthorn 51, and I always say that's my heavy metal home. So it's one of a very few places in Queens, New York, that host metal nights and metal shows, and it's a really good space, especially for metal bands. So Blackthorn 51 is a really good spot. There's a lot of other places. Lucky 13s in Brooklyn's another one. State Vitus's is pretty cool. It's very like black metal looking kind of a place. Very satanic kind of. If you're into that stuff, it's a cool spot. And of course, a lot of the main touring bands will go to like BB King's in Times Square or Irving Plaza and stuff. And fortunately, Flames of Fury has had the opportunity to play at a lot of these places. So, got lots of experience with that. So, yeah, if you ever come by to New York City, you got to check out these places.
What about Gramercy?
Well, we played there numerous times, actually. Let me think. The first time we played at Gramercy Theater, we played with King Diamond tribute band called Them. Really cool guys. And they went all out. You know them?
I interviewed them. I interviewed them last night.
Get the fuck out of here! That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, Troy. Yeah, he's cool peeps. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. So yeah, we played with them. Then I think the second show was with Rhapsody of Fire. And that was a good show. I think Voyager from Australia was touring that night too, and they were playing on the same bill with us, and they did a fantastic job. We also played with Doral during her anniversary tour, and that was a lot of fun. I actually kind of hopped up on stage during All We Are, and it was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. I saw hey, everybody going on stage. I guess I'll follow everybody. Oh, I'm on stages right now. Oh crap! I'm singing. So it was a lot of fun. And yeah, Doral's a sweetheart, real class act within the scene. Also, let's see, who else did I play with? Oh, Amory. yeah, that was a great show. It was actually just 3 bands that night, which is kind of original for Gramercy. It was us, Cobra the Lotus, another phenomenal female-fronted metal band. Love her voice. She's really, really awesome. And then Amaranth after that. And that was during the Nexus tour. And it was pretty cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a record called Firestarter.
Oh, we're about to release a record called Firestarter.
It's not out yet. Okay, I was trying to figure out.
Not yet.
I saw a live thing of it on YouTube. I don't know if that's authorized by you guys.
Yeah. So the song Firestarter is going to be on the album. We actually did release a demo, a very short release of a demo when we first started, and it had 3 songs. It was I'm Alive, Let Me Out, and Firestarter. When we first started the band, and our upcoming album Firestarter clearly influenced by the song, but it's been quite a long time and doing lots of shows, and my vocals have gotten a lot more powerful, the guitars have gotten a lot faster, and a lot of things have really changed the band where we've significantly evolved, and so we want to release like new repeat, what the hell am I thinking about that? New recordings of myself singing and the band playing, and completely remastered, mastered because of brand new recordings of these songs, and it's going to really kick ass. So we're hoping to have that out to everybody pretty soon. I can't give a specific date. I'm hoping within the next few months it'll be ready, but we want to get it out as soon as we can. But yeah, that's the name of the album. It's called Firestarter, so definitely keep an eye out for that.
Okay. Do you work with a record label?
Nope, completely independent.
Producer?
You're totally independent.
You got a producer?
Yes, it's called Marie Guitars. James Perez. He's responsible for doing all the production work. He did the production work for the EP, our debut album, also. And he's definitely going all out on this one. It's all killer, no filler.
Wow, you talk
what?
You got some good sayings.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks. Yeah. That's what we do. We've been doing this for a while,
Okay, so let me ask this question of you, Angelika. Do you have a moment of truth in your background when you decided this is what I want to do? Or was a gradual evolution, or no moment of truth, or was there a record? Was there a record you heard or a band you saw and you said, I want to do that?
So basically what you're asking me is what got me into metal in the first place, am I right?
Yes.
All right, yeah, that's a good question. So, believe it or not, this crazy Valkyrie was one day Catholic school girl. And, I was going to St. John's Prep, nice little Catholic school. And a couple of my friends, at the metalhead table, and it's kind of an interesting journey because when I was in high school, we had a karate club. And I never took martial arts before, so I was really into martial arts. And UFC was quite literally in its infancy. Just started to take off in the United States. It's been around for a while at that point. But long story short, there was actually a clique of martial artists when I was in high school, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. You got a football team, you got a baseball team, you got the martial arts table in the lunchroom. And so I'm hanging out with the martial artists who also happen to listen to a lot of heavy metal. And metal of all types. And it was around that time where a couple of friends of mine got me into specifically industrial metal, which is Rammstein, Rob Zombie, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Really got me into it at first. And, you can picture this little Catholic schoolgirl, 5'2" Catholic schoolgirl listening to this, and all of a sudden headbang is like, this is awesome, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess I would say that's kind of like my moment of truth.
Okay.
But, for a while, I knew for a fact I wanted to get into music, and I knew, I was able to sing, and I actually listened to quite a few different styles of music, including classical and jazz and, other styles, things of that nature instrumental tunes stuff, and I especially like the jazz singers like Ella Fitzgerald and stuff, because, you know, they're really, like, talented and really badass, and you want to be a well-rounded musician if you want to be, you know, into the music industry. But, you know, metal has always been in the background, just kind of calling my names, like, you want to come to the dark side over here. You know what I mean? So, but that was probably the first moment of listening to metal and getting into it. And over the years, I kind of been, like, traveling more back in time with metal, you know. Like, I started listening to, like, the first Iron Maiden album I was listening to, I think, was their Progressive album, and I was like, oh, if you like this, I'll listen to Brave New World. And if you like this, listen to Peace of Mind. If you like this, you'll listen to Killers. And so I was always going back in time with my music, so, you know, it kind of, like, worked out that way.
Cool. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that before, and I've gone forward.
Yeah. That's generally the trajectory most people take, is going forward in time. But, you know, I was traveling mostly back in time, and nowadays, you know, trying to, you know, catch up with the rest of humanity. But, like, at the end of the day, I guess it's been a good influence on the quality of my music and the band's music, just our overall sound.
Sure. You know, you were mentioning a better sound, more powerful sound on Firestarter, and that live thing, the live clip I saw, I noticed there was a lot more punch and ferocity or fierceness to the band.
Right.
Yeah.
Ferocity.
Yeah. So absolutely was very apparent. Okay, so what's the writing process look like for you guys?
Writing process, yes. We're very different with the writing process, I guess, as most bands. For most bands, what I think generally happens is someone will come up with a riff, and you know, decide, you know, it's actually kind of cool sounding, and then they'll come up with maybe like a drum beat and come up with a little more music around that and get a general musical idea, and then come up with the lyrics later. In my case, we're a little backwards with that, where I'll write like a ton of lyrics, and I'll send like Jason a couple of songs. You know, we're the founding members. We're the ones doing the vast majority of the writing for the band. And so I'll be like, hey, Jay, I got this song. You know, might be cheesy, might be good. Take a listen. And sometimes they'll tell me, no, sister, it's what she do. No, and no good. Or he'll listen to it and it's like, oh, I really dig it. Actually, I think I already got a riff for that. And he's got this riff. Because he's also stockpiling on riffs, and I'm stockpiling on lyrics. And like, actually, I think I got something for this, and we'll put it together. And then out of the lyrical idea, we'll look at the lyrics and determine what we think the song should sound like based on the lyrical idea of the music, and then go from there.
And do you write the vocal melodies as well?
Yeah.
So you kind of come off of the vocal melodies. That's a really I can hear.
Yeah, you know, something comes out and it's like it's just very. You don't want to push it. Like if it's kind of like a song you really work really hard on and it just doesn't come out naturally, then we just kind of move on to something else. We're not really like, you know, we're not too attached to a particular lyric or a melody because we're always writing all this other stuff. So, but yeah, most of the time I'm writing the melody. Sometimes James will just come up with the entire song on his own. One example of that is I'm Alive. And Number of Seats, which is on the EP, that's totally his song. But then every once in a while I'll come up with lyrics and a vocal melody and a general idea of how the chord progression and the tempo should come out. Like I Burn was one of those ideas. And then Jay will work with that, and, you know, we'll go from there. So, but it's very organic. You know, you can't, there's really no set way on how to write a song when you're in a band. It's just kind of like whatever happens to work with the chemistry of that band, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's working good for you guys.
Oh. Thank you very much.
You put something together that stands out, and there's so much similarity today amongst all genres of metal. There's like, you know, 500,000 death metal bands and 500,000 thrash metal bands. you know, but it stands out, and so that's a feather in your hat, I guess. Okay, so um, I'm gonna go to, you know, you've probably done quite a few interviews, and you've heard all the old tired old questions, like, you know, blah blah blah. What are your influences and stuff like that. I'm gonna go a little bit left field on you here.
All right, hit me with something different. Let's hear it.
Okay, so what's the most? We were talking about this before, but what is the most unmetal music that you listen to today?
On metal. Most on metal. I don't know. Does Broadway count? But I'm very selective with my Broadway too, so I don't know if that really counts.
Sure, that counts. Yeah, Broadway is unmetal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of picky. Like, I mean, when I was in high school, I loved Broadway as well, like Phantom of the Opera kind of stuff, or Sweeney Todd, but Les Mis to a certain extent, but it was very depressing. But, like, I'm not too into the, like, you know, like, 76 trombone, yeah, you know, that stuff, because it gets really cheesy really quick, and, you know, that's definitely not metal. But I wouldn't say Phantom of the Opera is metal, but, you know, Nightwish did a cover of it, so I guess there's definitely something there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if Broadway totally counts, because, you know, I'm very selective with what I listen to within that genre, because, like, there's some really cool stuff that could translate into a metal song if you're creative enough. Like, I always think, like, there's a song from this musical, it's Wicked, you know, it has Wicked Witch of the West or whatever, and I'm thinking, you know, that could make a pretty cool metal song if you do it right.
Yeah.
Or if you don't do it right, it could sound really fucking cheesy. Pardon my language. It could sound really bad. So you gotta be very careful when you do stuff like that. So I guess that would probably be it. I mean, I did mention that I listen to jazz too, but like a lot of modern metal, I mean, when you really track it back, you know, go back to Black Sabbath or what they were listening to, and rock, and go back to them, what they were listening to, eventually to track it back to the blues, and then track that back towards jazz and the jazz roots. So, you know, it's hard to say if something's really unmetal, because there's so much, almost every style of music that we think of today traces back to jazz, and then traces back to classical and stuff like that. You know, everything's kind of interrelated.
Yeah. A lot of people say if Mozart was alive today, he would be a heavy metal guy.
I could totally see that. Yeah, and he'd be partying like till the break of dawn.
Yeah. Okay, so are you still Catholic?
No. I went to Catholic school. My family's Catholic, you know, they like that stuff, but, no, I'm really not Catholic. No. I mean, no disrespect to people that are Catholic, if that's what you believe in, hey, stand up for your beliefs and stuff like that, but, it doesn't, that particular religion doesn't speak to me, no.
Too much technicalities, maybe, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you watch this guy, one of my favorite comedians, George Carlin.
Oh, God, he's fantastic.
Yeah, Satan will run against you, rest his soul, because I'm not really as religious. But yeah, he talks about Roman Catholicism a lot, and I kind of agree with a lot of the stuff he said. And, you know, I found out about him around the same time I found out metal, which is kind of, everything kind of falls into place around the same time. And, you know, he talks about the invisible man, and watch everything you do, and keep an eye on everything you're doing, and if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you're straight to hell. But he loves you. He loves you, and he needs your money. All seeing, all powerful, just can't handle it. Anyway, you can watch him on your own, but, like, yeah, he's hilarious. He's a great comedian. But I gotta say, like, you know, you listen to him a few times, and you're like, you know, comedians sometimes there's a little bit of truth in what they do, and you know.
Absolutely, especially Carlin.
Yeah.
Rest his
soul.
Yeah,
he's a really intelligent comedian.
Yeah.
When he like goes when he was doing his stand up comedy and stuff, and you know, he really looks at things from a very different perspective, and I think most people would. And yeah, you know, no, like I said, no disrespect to people who do follow that, are really loyal Catholics and things like that. A lot of my friends are Catholic. A lot of my friends are Jewish. A lot of my friends are Satanists. I mean, I kind of have friends from all walks of life, which is one of the benefits of living in New York City.
Right.
But it's just not my chosen path. No.
Okay. When I was talking about technicalities, my wife is a devout Catholic, and
Oh, okay.
you know, she does a rosary and all that stuff. The girl.
Yeah, my mother's into that stuff. She gets together with all of her friends, and they do the rosary, and
Yeah.
it becomes a little bit of a social gathering to them. And
Yeah, it's kind of like poker
they get
night.
together for a particular purpose, like let's say somebody's sick. For those of the listeners who don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, somebody gets sick, and they decide they want to pray for that person or something like that. They'll come together at somebody's house, and they'll hold the rosary beads, and each bead represents a very specific prayer. So, and, you know, going through the rosary could take up to about an hour. And it's a lot of intense praying within your friends. And then they get together and have coffee and cookies and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do. It's kind of like poker night for them, you know.
Yeah, sounds about right. Except my mother does it in Spanish, but, you know, same difference.
Anyway, well, there was a funeral mass, and she said, "Will you please come to mass with us? Just go through the motions." And I said, "Well, we went to the funeral mass." And she said, "Yeah, but that was before 2:00. It doesn't count." You know, there's little rules like that are kind of like technicalities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really know. Before 2:00, it doesn't count, so you can't do the rosary before 2:00.
No, you can't. You can't count the mass for a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be more of a cultural thing than necessarily a religious thing. But, you know, religion and culture tend to go hand in hand. I never heard that one myself, but, you know, maybe don't speak because I'm not a devout Catholic, so I wouldn't know that information really. So, you know, but me personally, if it was my funeral mass, and I was approaching either the pearly gates, probably not the pearly gates, but probably very, very dark flaming gates, where all my friends are hanging out, including Lenny from Motorhead and many other great Steinbeck Dales probably down there too. I would appreciate that the people upstairs have a couple of shots in my name and discuss having whatever good times we might have celebrated during my life together. So that's my general approach to death, and you know, if people are getting together for my death, that's what I would do, and I would imagine most metalheads would probably relate.
Wow, that was my next question. What happens after death? Fascinating.
What happens after death? Well, I wouldn't know, now would I? Because I'm still above ground. So,
well, what do you think? What do you think happens?
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe you go to heaven or hell, or, you know, from Dio's perspective, this is heaven and hell. So, you know, maybe we're just seeing a derivative of one or the other. That's also very existentialist philosophy. Damn, yo, we're going to a really deep conversation here.
Yeah, Jesus, existential.
This is bad deep. So it really depends on how you look at it. You know, a lot of people think that heaven and hell are what we make of it when we're on solid ground right now while we're still alive. So what happens after we die? I mean, maybe nothing. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but like I said, I wouldn't know. Now, or I could take the Simpsons route. We were talking about Simpsons earlier, and say that reincarnation's happening, because I don't know about you crazy Simpsons fans, but Bart Simpson believes that if he dies, he wants to become a butterfly, because no one suspects the butterfly.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And immediately pans down to a little Bart Simpson with giant butterfly wings holding like a gas tank next to a burning school. No perspective, you know. So maybe reincarnation. Although if I did reincarnate, I like cats. But little cats, they don't do so maybe a big cat somewhere in the jungle, you know.
Oh, cool.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the Valkyrie sleeps tonight. Standing up over here.
That's really cool. You should get yourself a jaguar.
Yeah, sure, that works too. You know, lioness, jaguar, some kind of big cat. You know, that'll work.
All right.
I'll be happy.
Personally, I don't believe in hell.
You don't believe in hell?
No, I don't believe. I just don't.
I imagine hell would be a really fun bar to check out.
Yeah, but eternal misery, hell. You know, not. I don't buy it.
Yeah, no. Misery, probably not.
Okay, so.
For me, physical for some, not for me.
Angelika, what is your favorite pastime besides music? Not music, hobby, or you know.
Probably martial arts. You know, I study karate, like I mentioned earlier. Really into that kind of stuff. Outside of martial arts, reading various books, mostly sci-fi, fantasy, especially stuff about vampires, because I like vampires too. Drinking, I like alcohol. That's kind of a good pastime, so I'll put that in that category too.
Okay, what's your favorite cocktail?
Does Guinness count as a cocktail?
Guinness stout?
Guinness, yes, the stout, yeah. So
well,
the
so
Irish traditional beer, yeah.
You like the beer? Okay, that counts.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if I'm going out, usually it's a Guinness or a Jack and Coke, something generally pretty standard. Somebody got me into Fireball whiskey, and being Flames of Fury, of course I gotta check that out. And that's actually pretty tasty, a little sweet though. I'm not really that big into sweet beverages, but I like it. Because I'm at home most of the time, I'm drinking wine because I'm just chilling at home, and it's kind of like your relaxed beverage. So, but if I'm out, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna spot a Guinness in my hand or a very dark stout drink in my hand.
Filling, malty, delicious. What about no, I lost my train of thought here. How did I do that? Martial arts. Are you in a dojo that has belts?
Yeah, it's actually, I made it to black belt last March. So yeah, I was studying karate for quite a few years, but I stopped when I was going to college for a while because I also have a degree in, ironically, forensic science. But yeah, chemistry's no joke. When you start taking organic chemistry, you kind of stop a whole lot of things. So karate was one of them. But I was, for a very brief moment, in a taekwondo team. I was also working at a boxing gym around the corner from my house. That was kind of cool. So I did a little bit of boxing. But most of it's Okinawa style karate, which is what I've been doing for the past 6 years. And I feel like I found my home at this dojo. It's all basically active and retired in my PD cop, and it's more self-defense oriented, less sports fighting. I mean, I like the sports fighting stuff too. It's kind of nice, but when you live in New York City, you're more interested in self-defense and exercise and stuff. So it's pretty cool stuff.
And I've seen some live clips that you can kick up above, like 120 degrees sometimes.
That's a good question. One of these days I'm going to have somebody to just videotape me kicking, and I'll try to keep the rest of my body as still as possible just to see exactly what angle am I kicking up. But yeah, I'm definitely kicking about head level, although 2 of the guys from my dojo came down to see my Flames of Fury play at BB King's, and this was actually our EQ release party with Doro Pesh, and Sister Sid was playing that show too. That was actually a really bad show. All female fronted bands, really awesome. And the guys that came to me, it's like, no, you were kicking over your head. I'm like, really? Was I kicking over my head? And I saw the pictures. I'm like, yeah, I guess I was kicking over my head. No,
All right.
So yeah, pretty high.
That is very high. That's very limber and high, and so you're black belt in karate.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What do you got? 4 octaves of singing. Opera trained, and you have a degree in chemistry. Did you say?
Oh, yes. I generally don't talk about my nerdy side too much, but yeah, I have a degree in forensic science. I specialize in toxicology, and, it keeps me busy.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess it sounds kind of cool.
You're a savant. I'm a chemistry buff, but I was going to major in it when I went to college, but I changed my mind when I got into the shells, electron shells, and all that business.
Okay, inorganic chem, yeah. That's all right. Yeah, once you get to organic chem and biochem, any of your listeners that are into those that are studying that in college, just keep going. Just keep going. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, I promise. They kick your ass when you get to those subjects. But once you get through that, everything else is a cakewalk.
Cool. So you said you like to read. What are you reading right now?
What am I reading right now? I have like a collection of short stories called Vampires, Wine, and Roses that I was reading while drinking wine and stuff. That was kind of cool. Before that, I'm actually really into audiobooks lately because I drive a lot, so
right.
I thought it was handy if you're going on tour to listen to audiobooks. And I listened to the 48 Laws of Power by, I believe his name's Robert Greene, last name Greene. It's basically a collection of historical stories as they reflect to a particular law of power. The first law is to never outshine the master, and it discusses this guy that was doing all these parties during Louis XIV's reign, and then, long story short, the guy got beheaded. And it goes, well, what have we learned from this discussion? You don't outshine the master. And there's like 40 other laws out of that.
Yes.
And, it's really interesting reading if you're really into strategies of war and conquest and stuff like that. There's another audiobook I'm listening to. It's not an audiobook. It's actually a collection of short stories about Conan the Barbarian. I'm sure you've seen the movies like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I've got some of the. I got the first book and.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, it's like a collection of stories. Like they really the movies just don't do him justice. Like it's like a lot more stuff going on. Like I really wish they had more movies out.
Yeah, it's fun reading. It's really a bizarre world they created.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting. Like when I first started listening to it, I thought it was, Samaria was more Nordic, but actually technically not, because they have their own map. They have above Samaria is Asgard, so that's more Nordic. So I guess Conan's like a really, really buff Irish dude, I suppose. I don't know how else to put it, but it's a really interesting story. I mean, it's definitely a barbaric world that he's living in, but it's interesting from the perspective of the noble savage, because he's very, he lives in a world of constant warfare, but he despises, and it's weird from my perspective as a city chick, Queen of New York, but he really despises the city folk because they have all these rules, and they have to require all of these rules because city folk, from his perspective, just don't have the manners of normal warfare folk like himself. You know what I mean? So there's this. He's noble to select individuals in the stories. If he sees a woman in distress, he'll take care of her and stuff. And generally, she kind of takes care of him. But he'll take care of her. Generally, the goodness of his heart, and same holds true for some of his companions. He'll somebody's in trouble, he'll take care of them. He becomes king of a particular land, and his people are being persecuted because he was imprisoned And, and then there's all these crazy stories about, like, these monsters that he runs into, and it's, like, seriously, like, horror story kind of stuff.
Yeah, like he runs into a giant slug or something, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. So, if you ever get a chance, I mean, if you're not really into reading books, like if you don't have time to actually read, if you're driving like I am a lot, audiobooks are really good, and I definitely recommend reading Conan the Cimmerian, and reading his stories. Here's a pirate, too, which is really cool.
Cool.
Anyway, I digress. I love, stories like that. They're really entertaining, and they're really good inspirations for our songs, too. So it's kind of cool.
Absolutely, yeah. It keeps you right in the arena.
Yes. I mean, we got so many songs. Like, we got stuff from like probably 2 or 3 albums ready to go, or not ready, but pretty close to ready. They're all like written and performed and stuff. But I'm really inspired by the Game of Thrones shows. With technically the books are A Song of Fire and Ice, but Daenerys Targaryen's her character is very inspiring also.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Your chemistry degree, I at one time could name every element on the periodic table. I used to ask people to just give me a symbol and I'd name it. But that's my nerdism.
That's pretty cool,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. So this has been a good conversation. Your fans are learning about you, and what you're all, what makes you tick. I think people will gain a higher respect for you because of your wide array of interests and talent.
Thanks, man. No, I appreciate it.
And so what I would say is the re-release of the EP, the self-titled EP, right?
Yes, that's right.
When is that coming out?
You mean the release of Firestarter you're referring to?
No, I'm talking about, is the re-release of the self-titled EP that has I Burn and No Mercy on it, is that out already?
Yeah, that's already been out for some time, actually, but, it's, we basically just want to let everybody know about it, and, because, a lot of people, kind of kept it underground when we first had it released and stuff, we told, a decent amount of our group, but we want to make sure that the masses are aware of it. But we are working on our upcoming full-length album, which is called Firestarter, and I would definitely tell the fans to stay tuned to that, and, we're going to have that ready real soon, and then after that, we'd like to do some tours and stuff. And, Missouri might be a spot we check out to tour.
Oh, we got, the metal belt, we call it, goes up from Kansas, Missouri, if you can believe that, through Nebraska and into Minneapolis and Wisconsin.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
A lot of bands originate out of Milwaukee, Minneapolis. Kansas City has a big scene. St. Louis has a big scene. But, okay, so where do we get the EP?
Well, there's a number of places you can get it. If you want a physical copy, there's actually a link on our Facebook page, so it's facebook.com/Flames of Fury. If you just want a digital copy, you can pretty much find that everywhere. I would recommend you check out CD Baby, like Flames Baby, and type in Flames of Fury, you'll find it there. Or you can go to Amazon and you'll find Flames of Fury there, Amazon Music. You will also find us on iTunes. iTunes has Flames of Fury there as well. And there are many other avenues that also have our EP in the digital format. So check all of those things out. And even if you get in the digital format, I would love it if your fans checked out our Flames of Fury Facebook page that's always showing current stuff and videos, and we also have a YouTube channel. We had some stuff on the YouTube channel recently, the Firestarter live videos up there, and a few others also, so you can check that out too.
Okay, so folks, you've heard it. To get the physical media, which is what I still buy because I'm old-fashioned, I guess. You go to the Facebook page. Everything else is the standard outlets, including CD Baby. And go out and get this EP. I'll put a sample, if there's one that's an official sample out there, before I post the audio interview to give people a taste. And stay tuned for the Firestarter record. I think you're gonna enjoy this music, and also to say to you, Angelika, I've really enjoyed talking to you. You're very open to some of the strange questions I asked, and well, you're just a Renaissance woman.
Oh, sure. Thanks a lot, man. Kenny, you've been awesome, and I really hope your fans like our music. I really hope your fans are digging, what we're about, and, if they ever pop into New York City, make sure they hit us up with a message. We might just be playing that time, so, yeah, definitely check us out.
All right.
Awesome.
You have a good evening and a happy holiday season, and
Yes. Happy holidays, all that good stuff, and a happy New Year.
Yeah, absolutely.
All righty.
All right, thanks so much.
All right, take care, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.